Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla, coming at you with something a little bit different today. This specimen, the Polaris Slingshot.
Just doing my job, nothing to see here.
Shit!
This is not a car. It's not a motorcycle. What it is a study in relationships. Now, let me tell you a little bit about this thing. We're talking about a vehicle that is motivated by a 173 horsepower motor here. It's actually a GM 2.4 liter Ecotec unit, an engine that's probably better known for its longevity and economy than it is for its outright horsepower. However, just about any vehicle will become a performance vehicle when you shove an engine making that much power into a chassis as light as this one, 1,749 pounds. We don't see numbers like that very often in the car or the motorcycle world. Kind of means this thing defies classification. Now there's other things too that make this kind of hard to put into a pigeonhole. Of course, there's 3 wheels and tires on here, which is either one too many or one too few, depending on your frame of reference. One of the things that makes it stand out for me, relative to the motorcycles you usually find me on, is the seating arrangement here. You can see passenger and driver are side by side, which makes for some very interesting interactions between you and your passenger. So we're gonna chuck some people into this thing and see what kind of power and conversations the Slingshot can generate.
You're just heading out for a little rip in my whip. Hi, Joe. Do you want to go for a ride? What are you stoked about?
Can I just hold it and talk into it?
Yeah, that's gonna look great in the video.
If I ever get into the bedazzled jeans and affliction phase of my life, I'll be picking one of these up in a heartbeat.
Even if you get out of that phase of your life.
Get it!
Oh my god, oh my god.
Oh, buddy. Wait, are we gonna do donuts?
Very nice. We are probably the least likely people to be seen driving around in one of these.
Yeah, you wouldn't use us in a Polaris commercial, I wouldn't think.
So the front wheels stay planted no matter where you go.
Yeah.
And the rear wheel is just along for the ride. Doesn't really listen to anything I tell it to do.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I wouldn't think they'd have any power. Kind of surprised at that. It actually does have power. That's pretty cool.
You hit that perfect corner on something with 2 wheels, right? You're kind of living on the edge. Your margin of error tends to be pretty small. Whereas this thing, like, it seems like your margin of error is slightly higher.
You said a lot of bad words. We're gonna have to bleep some of those out.
Sorry.
It doesn't look safe or comfortable from the outside because of the door, like the low door gap, but when you're in it, like, you just feel like you're, it's better than a Jeep.
It actually feels like sitting in a car.
I mean, you gotta remember, Joe, the drivetrain here is all GM. This is like straight out of a Cobalt. 2.4 GM Ecotec up front, regular old 5-speed manual trans, backing it up here. So that's the funny part, is like once you forget that there's only one wheel behind you, it really does feel like you're in like a small sports car.
You know what's nice about this is I thought I would get more like engine droney noise.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's but it's not like obnoxious. Like you get on a Harley with like open pipes and you want to blow your brains out. Like this is like, more than reasonable.
It's got a stereo system so you can blast your Hoobastank as loud as you want.
So as you saw earlier, that's the fun button down there. Could you hit the fun button for me?
This one?
Yeah. Okay, are you ready to do like the super crazy stuff?
Yes, let's do it. Oh my god!
Just another day doing burnout.
Just doing my job. Nothing to see here. Oh, I'm gonna owe poor Polaris a tire. It's a good break. Look at all the pedestrians. Like everybody looks at you. You gotta pick their jaws up off their shoes.
Yeah, the eye contact is unbelievable. That's fun.
I mean, you literally saw that
Yeah.
guy say, whoa.
Whoa.
Every time we go around a corner, I just want to watch people's faces.
That's the best part. It's like watching the reactions of people. And then you realize, too, that you're just being that guy.
But you have to embrace being that guy.
It's like not even the slingshot's fault. It's my fault.
It is pretty cool. I feel pretty cool in it. Look, that guy just looked.
Everybody looks. This thing's meant to evoke a reaction, right?
It does that.
If you want to get one of these and really put some miles on it, again, being that GM24 motor, that's going to last forever. Parts are going to be easy to get for the foreseeable future. It's pretty well thought out. What are the odds you would actually ever buy one of these?
So I'd say they're directly proportionate to the odds of me coming into a large sum of money.
Well, what this makes me want to do is if I hit the lottery, I'm going to buy like 20 of these and then just have 19 of my friends come over and just cause a ruckus. Wouldn't that be the greatest?
It's a lot more fun than I thought it would be, to be perfectly honest with you.
And I had the same thought. I was like, I'm going to be bored by this thing. But the reality is, it's like a really nice driving little sports car.
Yeah.
The best part about it, I think, so far has actually been exactly what we're doing. Is like I get to throw somebody in there who doesn't want to go buy one, but very much wants to go ride in one.
Ever since this showed up in the parking lot, I've been begging you. I'm like, I want to ride in that thing.
It's not bad. Like, I've been on worse motorcycles, worse cars.
Totally.
There is no way anyone would get into this and not have fun. There's just no way. Whoa, somebody parked in our spot.
They did. I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
Well, there you have it. In just a few short riding minutes, you were able to see the wide range of emotions that the Polaris Slingshot evokes. Of course, this is a completely impractical vehicle. Unless, of course, you're shopping for a joy factory, and then the Slingshot delivers in spades. It's kind of interesting that all of the hubbub surrounding the Polaris Slingshot really boils down to a simple differential in the complete traction the front axle has and the total lack of traction the rear often has. That's what makes this whole thing interesting. Now, it wasn't all fun and games in the Slingshot. I actually used this thing to commute through a very cold northeast November. I don't have time to get into that here, but if you want to learn a little bit more about this thing, swing on over to Common Tread where you can check out my written piece on this. Make sure, of course, too, you subscribe to us if you're not already so you can check out all the cool videos we roll out here at RevZilla.com. I'm Lem, and I'm out of here.